education went into crisis because schools shut down all over the country on March 24th. But more important, education didn't shut down. We are educators, we work with schools, we have outreach programs, we work with government schools, and all the schools were shut. But our work continued. The digital divide became visible like it never had done before this. Because suddenly education was hostage to technology, its availability, its accessibility, and knowing how to use it. They needed a lot of training, quick training on how to use technology. And for that, I must say that the teachers really stepped up and in fact became very creative learners. But what about the ones who were on the wrong side of the digital divide? And I think 75% of our students and teachers were on that side. There the problem was even more acute. Our first task was to get connected. And there we found that with the best will in the world, we could only connect with 56% of our students. And out of that, 50% had smartphones and the others on plain Android phones. Education has suddenly moved out of the bounds of time and space. People are learning how they can learn at their own time. People are seeing that you don't have to be in a brick and mortar building in order to learn, that you can do it in other spaces. So what I think will happen now, and should happen, one, that we should not let go of the lessons of how to use technology, how to leverage technology to leapfrog some of the problems that we've got. In fact, our organization is documenting this very carefully. Because as I mentioned, the technologies were always there, we never used them, but now we've learned how to use them, well, let's not forget how to use those. We already run many community-based centers through our Gyan Setu program, which means bridges of knowledge, where there are community-based teachers and they run small centers for 2 or 3 hours a day for children who are out of school in villages, remote areas. So what we did with this was that we gave them and others, community leaders, we gave them a laptop and internet connection and said, in your own home, just 10 to 12 or 15 girls who are maybe out of school, took education into the communities, right? Secondly, it improved quality. It increased outreach. So that many people who can't come physically to school because they are working, because parents won't send them, they have access to education. I went to Bellagio to write my book, Reaching for the Sky. I had not till then documented how we use critical feminist pedagogy in our school Prerna and how it is transacted in the classroom. And I wanted to write this from the perspective of the students themselves, from the teachers, the parents, all the stakeholders, and not from the 1,000-mile up-in-the-sky perspective that books on education are normally written about. And I can't tell you how grateful I am to the Rockefeller Foundation and to Bellagio, the Bellagio Center, for having given me the time, the space, the peace to think about this and to begin my work. And had I not got this, I don't think that book would ever have been written.